Hello. I just wanted to give a quick update on the status of the candidate interviews for the Gem State Chronicle. Uh, this is live, however, I don't expect anyone to catch it. But I'll post it elsewhere. So, up to this point, I have interviewed 16 different candidates. Only two of those have been posted because I'm trying to wait until I talk to everybody in each particular race and then post them at the same time. I believe that's the fair way to do it. That way, nobody gets an advantage. Nobody is seen as being treated differently. Obviously, I have my opinions, but this project is meant to be as objective and fair as possible. Even with people I disagree with on some things, I still want to have a conversation because it's not about trying to convince anyone of anything or have an argument about something. I just want to learn about the people who are standing for office. Uh, we have quite a collection of people who are running for office here in Idaho for the legislature. There are teachers and firefighters and lawyers and accountants. Retired people, young people. I think some of the candidates standing for office are in their late 70s, whereas some of them are in their early to mid 20s. That's a wide variety of people, but every single one of them has put their name on the line to be on the ballot to run for public office. And I think that's interesting, and I think that's worth discussing. So far, a handful of people have declined, and I totally get that. People know where I stand on a lot of things. I'm not shy about my views on Twitter, for example. So, uh, it's I can see making the decision that you know maybe they're not going to win any votes by coming and talking with me. So their time is better used elsewhere. I get that. Running a campaign, you have to be judicious, not only with the money that people have given you, but also with your time. You need to do what you need to do to reach your voters. So I'm not offended at all. Hopefully, the others who I'm waiting to hear back from will get back to me one way or another, so we can figure out what to do. I've made it really easy to sign up. If you are a candidate for office and you have not heard from me, then check your spam folder, and if it's not there, then reach out to me. You can get a hold of me in a million different ways. Brian at gemstatechronicle.com is the most direct. But I have sent out invitations to every single candidate in a contested race. If you're in an uncontested race, I'll wait to talk to you until after the primary. Just you know, time management. So it's been great so far. I've talked to people from all over the state. Like I said, I've done 16 interviews. I've got 14 more on the calendar, and more people are signing up each day. It has been fun. It's been interesting. It's been educational. I'm learning a lot about not only issues, but about where people come from on the issues. It's very easy in this polarized world we live in today to demonize people that you disagree with. And I try to avoid that. Maybe I've crossed the line a few times. I don't know. Like I said, Twitter is where I really go bare knuckle. It's the arena. It's where we fling things back and forth at each other. I find it fun. Maybe some people don't. But at the same time, I do believe in having conversations. I believe in finding common ground and agreeing to disagree where we can't. Even if somebody agrees with me only on 5% of things, let's talk about that 5% and let's talk about why we disagree on the other 95%. I want to know where your worldview is, what your perspective is. What in your life brought you to this position where you see things perhaps differently from me or differently from others. So I find that really interesting. I also um, find it interesting just learning about people and where they come from. As I'm looking at the maps of all these different districts, our legislature represents a cross section of society from, all the way up from the Panhandle down to the Nevada border, and then all the way over to Idaho Falls and Rexburg. All these different places have, the people there are different, and I know that sounds really banal, but I think it's actually profound. Why do people in North Idaho vote so differently from people in Eastern Idaho? What what causes that to happen? When you're looking at, say, the animal life or plants in a region and how they're different from another region. You wonder, okay, what kind of pressures created this? What we see today. Why are the animals in Australia so different than the ones in Asia or Africa or North America? Well, it's the same thing with people and politics. What are the pressures that made Eastern Idaho what it is? And what are the pressures that made Northern Idaho what it is? Why is the Treasure Valley the way it is? And so I've really enjoyed having the opportunity to talk to people from all these places to learn about their communities and their perspectives, their worldviews, and why they believe the way they believe and what they have in mind if they are elected to the legislature. So I've had a lot of fun so far. We're just getting started. I've got tomorrow is booked full. Next week is almost booked full. I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week are booked full. Um, and yeah, I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of people or run out of time. The primary is on May 21st. That's less than a month away. Uh, I want to get these out before then. However, I want to give everybody a chance. So I'm going to wait, maybe do some follow ups, see maybe if somebody missed my message or maybe they're ignoring it. I don't know. That's their prerogative. I don't mind. I'm just enjoying the conversations, and I hope to have some more. And so stay tuned. Go to gemstatechronicle.com and you can see everything I've posted so far. Go to the primary pulse. I will be posting the interviews not only in their own section, but also on each page of the primary pulse. Remember, you can view candidates and see their record, their website, their social media, their Ballotpedia page tells you their electoral history, their Sunshine page tells you how much money they're getting and spending. If for incumbents, you can see their Freedom Index score, their IACI score, their Idaho GOP platform rating. You can see all their endorsements. In fact, I'm taking a break right now from updating endorsements from the Idaho Freedom PAC and the Idaho Farm Bureau. I'm also looking for other endorsements. I know the Idaho Chooses Life, which obviously I recently wrote about on Substack, and also the Fraternal Order of Police have been endorsing. I'm trying to find a single list of all the endorsements somewhere because a lot of times they don't actually do that, which is kind of annoying. But maybe that's a niche that I'm going to be able to fill with the primary pulse. And by the way, I have ideas for the primary polls. Once the primary is over, I plan to flip it around and do the same thing, but with the Republican and Democrat candidates. So it will continue to be a resource for voters to see who is running, what they stand for, who supports them, and everything else about them. So continue visiting gemstatechronicle.com. I hope you make it part of your daily visits, your daily routine, and I will do my best to continue making it a valuable resource for you. And I will get more interviews posted as soon as I can. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later.